Today's film breakdown is brought to you by Rebel Apparel Company, a brand that finds the rebel in everyone. Wild at heart with a country lifestyle. Are you rebel? Find your gear at areyourebel.com and follow the brand on Instagram at Rebel Apparel Company.
The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is here.
Bills general manager Brandon Beane brought in former Carolina Panthers defensive end Mario Addison, and Bills fans rolled their eyes. Just another Carolina to Buffalo connection, right? Wrong. Addison, even at age 32, still has the skills to produce in this league, and the Bills need him to play a major role in their defense. Against the run, there may be a slight drop-off from Shaq Lawson's power, but I believe rookie A.J. Epinesa will fill that role when needed. Addison is the type of defensive end that uses his length and leverage well to set an edge rather than raw power like Lawson did. He quickly diagnoses runs, then gets positional leverage outside so that tackles aren't able to kick him out or seal him inside. Once he has a proper leverage, he understands how and when to disengage in order to help end the play. Addison is the type of defender that coaches appreciate because his motor never stops, especially on runs away from him. As a backside defender, he routinely can be seen chasing the running back down the line of scrimmage just like the defensive linemen are taught. He's athletic, technically sound, and extremely disciplined, and those traits are gold to a defensive coordinator. That's why he's aligned up and down the line of scrimmage, and he's had success rushing the quarterback and even dropping the coverage if need be. Addison puts pressure on offensive linemen, first with his hezzy rush. He consistently uses this stutter move to maximize his burst and lateral agility. When offensive linemen choose the wrong set for the depth of the quarterback's drop, this hezzy rush can really work against them. Left tackle Donovan Smith thinks he has an opportunity to shoot a two-handed punch as Addison's hezzy rush is beginning, but Addison floats like a butterfly and beats Smith's hands, executes a forearm wipe to turn the corner, and then stings Ryan Fitzpatrick like a bee. Aggressive offensive linemen think they're going to take away Addison's pass rush plan by jumping him, but he regains control by using the hezzy rush. So linemen have to retreat to regain precious ground upfield in order to cut off Addison's line to the QB, but that's difficult to do. Left tackle David Bakhtiari crosses his feet and gives Addison a soft edge to step through, but Aaron Rodgers is able to get rid of the ball. He's a great fit for head coach Sean McDermott's system because he plays with controlled aggression. On film, you can see and feel him running down the checklist, first going through his run-to-pass reads, avoiding a possible chip block with his bob and weave skills, then being fully prepared on how he's going to beat the offensive lineman's hands. He also understands that once he is past the left tackle's hands, he needs to dip his shoulder to maintain the soft edge and shrink his blocking surface area as he turns the corner. Addison processes the drop of the quarterback quickly. This is a foundational trait to all good pass rushers. Pass rushers must understand the depth of the drop they may see, given the down and distance, but they also must be able to read the QB's body language. Here, Addison sees Matt Ryan taking a one-step drop in the Falcons' quick passing game, so he resorts to power because the shortest line to the QB is through the lineman. He overpowers the tackle and cleans up with another sack. Addison's hand usage goes unnoticed by many fans, especially his long arm. His rhythm and placement is sublime. At the very same time he lands a long arm, he is diagnosing the QB's drop so that he can curate his next move, whether that's outside or inside, and he always seems to be in position to dart in either direction. Look at how prepared Addison is on the next play. The tackle plays with aggressive hands by shooting a two-handed punch up high on Addison, so Addison isn't able to fully land the long arm to rock the lineman back, but he knows that with the lineman shooting both hands, that if he can counter with his right hand, he'll be in the clear. So Addison simultaneously executes an arm lift with his outside hand, while continuously driving through with his inside arm, and he easily breaks down the edge. As you've seen in several clips, when he does land the long arm, there's some decent jolt behind it. That pop keeps linemen off of him, and can give him the brief second he needs to beat down the lineman's hands, and he can turn the corner with control or with violence. Watch how he has to reset his pass rush plan against the tight end as the Buccaneers execute play action. He creates separation and then has to quickly come up with a game plan on how to beat the blocker. He transitions to his long arm and slaps the tight end's wrist down to register the half sack. Addison is so damn smart. Here he uses another long arm lift, but not one that he utilized to get the outside lane. He understands that he is up against Drew Brees, one of the best pocket manipulators in the game. He knows that Brees is going to hitch up in the pocket. That's why after the arm lift, he flattens and cuts inside to where Breeze's new spot in the pocket will be. He's not the type of pass rusher that will fly upfield and blow by the quarterback. No, he maintains his pass rush integrity. He typically only goes as deep as the quarterback's drop, which can be incredibly important against mobile QBs, guys like Alex Smith, Cam Newton, and Dak Prescott. The QB spot in the pocket isn't always the same, especially when stunts and twists are run, something that Addison is incredibly good at, and something the Bills rely heavily on with their four-man rushes. In 2019, the Bills defense rushed 72.4% of the time according to Football Outsiders, which was ranked the 8th most in the NFL. That's why adding one of the top defensive line coaches in Eric Washington, along with Addison, defensive end AJ Epinesa, defensive tackles Vernon Butler, and Quentin Jefferson to Ed Oliver and others was incredibly important. I just pictured two talented waves of defensive linemen attacking the quarterback with defensive looks and games that will make the offensive line's head spin.
One thing about this D-line, we got depth. Like, the ones are good, the twos are good, the threes are good. And coach is doing a great job with mixing everybody up with each other. It ain't just the ones that's rolling. You know, it's the twos that rolling with the ones rolling with the twos, and some of the threes rolling with the ones, and threes rolling with the twos. So he's doing a great job of filling each other. You know, we won't have to rely on, you know, 4 pass rushes. Everybody is pass rushers on this D-line, and that's a great feeling. So I'm already, you know, feeling at home already with the guys I've been rolling with, and I damn near roll with everybody so far, and everybody's rolling.
If the defensive line can roll like Addison expects, it bodes well for the linebackers and safeties. The defensive line should create a ton of chaos for opposing quarterbacks, which should help improve their 12th overall pressure rate on defense in 2019. This in turn could ultimately lead to sacks, turnovers, and wins. Exactly what the Bills staff is looking for.